Hello everyone and welcome to Decorating with Barbara. Well, today is the day we're going to DIY some Christmas ornaments.
Okay, so before we get started with the DIY, there are a few things you will need. Of course, the ornaments, you'll need a box, some skewers, and tape. And you're going to need the tape to secure the ornament to the skewer, and that will help you control the ornament while you're painting it and while it's drying. So for this DIY, I'm making a textured ornament, and I'm starting out with black paint because that is part of my color palette. And I'm adding some flour to thicken it. Now, most times people add baking soda, but I wanted to try the flour because it is a little thicker than baking soda, and I really wanted this mixture to be thick. And so I'm just going to add flour until I get the consistency that I'm looking for. So next, I'm going to take a damp sponge and cover the entire ornament with the black paint. And I'm going to try and put it on pretty thick because, like I said before, I want really thick texture. And I'm using the sponge instead of a paintbrush because I don't want paint lines, and the paintbrush may spread it thin. If you don't have a sponge, you can use something like an old t-shirt or something like that. And once you get it to your desired thickness, you can place it on the box to dry. Okay, so once it's dry, it should look something like this. Lots of texture, or you can go ahead and add your accent paint. And I'm adding some Rub and Buff. I think this is the color Spanish Copper, and I'm just going to hit the raised areas. And guys, I forgot to mention that I used the Krylon Metallic Oil Rub Bronze to cover my caps. Okay guys, so my next DIY is last year's viral velvet ornament. And for this particular ornament, I'm going to need some flocking. And I added a little twist to mine, and I'll share that with you in a minute. I'm using a paint that I already have. You'll need some Mod Podge. Then you can use an old ornament if you have one, or you can use the clear acrylic ornaments. I'm using an ornament that I already had, and I just gave it one coat of paint already, and then I'm going to give it another coat and then apply the flocking. Alright guys, so my ornament is dry, and I'm just going to add the Mod Podge, and then I will add the flocking. Now, the last time I added the flocking to the wet paint. This time I'm adding the flocking to the glue. I just want to see which way is better. Okay, so this is the flocking, and the little twist that I was talking about earlier is I added some baking flour to the flocking, because the flocking seemed a little thick. I don't know if you can see the difference in the consistency, but I like putting the flour in the flocking because it just made it a little thinner. So I'm just going to mix it up. And it changed the color. If you could see the difference, the flocking is very dark. Even though the color says that it's ivory, it appeared a little darker than I wanted. So I'm gonna stir it up, mix it together, and then go ahead and add it to the ornament. And hopefully this works out as well. Just get it covered really good, and then you're just gonna knock off the excess. Okay guys, so this next ornament was inspired by the Studio McGee marbled ornament on her website, and she had gold and white, and so I have made a few of my own, and I used the colors black and gold because that is the color that I'm using. I did make one with white and copper. That's how that one turned out. But I wanted to go ahead and make some with you guys, and I made one here that's already drying. I put the gold in first, and so this one I'm going to make another one, and I wanted to put the white in first just to see the difference. And so with this one, I may have put a little too much water in there. I wanted to have you guys put water in there to help facilitate the movement of the paint, but sometimes if your paint is already moving around freely, it might not be necessary. But the one that I had, it was just a little thick, so I did add a little water. But so yeah, I'm adding white paint, and so I had some left over from that ornament, and I'm just gonna try and get it in this ornament. So I added a little more white paint. Now, no two ornaments are going to be the same, so you have to be patient and just have a few extras on hand, because it's a good chance that your first two may not turn out perfect. Okay, so I used the espresso brown, I used the white, and so now let me put some gold in. And I'm actually going to add the gold to the side where it's a little bare. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. And then I'll come back and let you see how it turned out. Alright guys, so this is how they turned out. I think they are super cute. And also, you don't have to do this marbling effect. If you want to just make them solid, gold or cream, you can do that, and they will have a pretty glossy outside. Now, I did let them stay upside down overnight and giving it an opportunity to develop and allow all the colors to mix. And I think they turned out cute. All right, girls, so this is a quick and easy DIY. Now, this is for my girls who might have felt the other ones were a little more challenging. We're going to get these done. This is the last one. And so all you need is the clear bulbs and anything that you think will fit inside of the bulb and would look cute on a tree. And just stuff it inside. I have feathers in these, and they're little small feathers that you get in a little bag from Hobby Lobby. I have beads that I also got from Hobby Lobby. They come in a little tube like this from the scrapbook section. And then I have these beads from the Christmas area. These are glittered and they're pretty, but I didn't want gold for this particular ornament. And then over here, I just have some dried baby's breath. And these I got from Home Goods maybe a few years ago, but I have seen them this year as well. Not sure if they're still in the store because they were from fall. And there you have it. Tie on a ribbon and you're good to go. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope you were inspired to maybe try one of these DIYs for yourself. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, because guys, we're going to start getting into the Christmas videos. I have a few more stores to take you guys to for inspiration, and then we're going to start decorating. So subscribe so that you don't miss out. If you guys have any questions or comments about the ornaments today, please leave them down in the comment section. And guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you at my next video.